Someone pure of heart. Someone pure. Excuse me. I happen to be 19 years old. I am more than capable of being out and about on my own, especially in a forest and a lake like this. I'm sorry, I did not mean to come off as rude, but I'm surprised that somebody else is here, let alone somebody who is sneaking up on me. You say that you have the right to. Now that is rude. It's even worse with the fact that you're hiding behind a tree. Please come out. Join me at the lakeside. I see that you have a crossbow in your hands. You don't intend to hunt around here, do you? Well, if you do, all I ask is that you do not shoot any of the swans here. Well, why? Because they're my friends. They're sweet, beautiful, graceful, kind, and all around gorgeous friends. I wish I could be like them, but sadly, I can't. I'm not meant to be. Why would I be like them? Oh, there's way more to them that meets the eye, strange hunter, I promise you. I've been coming here to this lake for so many years, each year better than the last, spending time with them, speaking with them, sometimes dancing. It gets very lively here at night on occasion. However, I do not recommend staying the entire night. I honestly don't know if I should say. I only know because, well, they told me. What's that face for? Why are you laughing? It's true. They speak to me. Swans when they... Never mind. I'm going to sound crazy anyway. You should just leave. Leave me alone, please. And what gives you the right to tell me what I can and cannot say, or can and cannot do? Your royalty and heir to the throne. Well, look, I'm sorry for being so blunt and borderline rude, but still, you cannot shoot or hunt these swans. If you kill them, they have no chance of becoming who they once were. What do I mean? Honestly, if I told you, I don't think you would believe me. Nobody would anyway. It sounds crazy unless you're a part of it. Let me ask you this then. Do you believe in magic? Curses, spells, witches, warlocks, things like that? I thought so. And that is why I'm hesitant to tell you. However, I still stand by what I said. You just can't kill them. You're not going to give up until I tell you what's so special about these swans. are you? Alright then, Your Highness. However, you're not going to really believe me until you stick around to see for yourself. If you want, you can wait with me until dusk, which should be in the next 5 minutes. Then you'll see I'm telling the truth. Well, these swans weren't always swans. Oh, man, this is gonna sound crazy. These swans used to not be swans, as I said. They used to be females, humans, girls. One of them is actually my sister. Yeah, I see it in your eyes. You already don't believe me. Yet you still want me to keep going. Why? So you can laugh until you see the truth? Well, the reason my eyes are so passionate is because it is true. One of those swans used to be my sister. Well, they still are my sister. However, she and her friends, those other swans, ran into a very powerful, very evil warlock. He has a daughter, and, well, to be kind, she is not the most gorgeous flower in the fields, if you understand what I mean. When she saw my sister and their friends and their beauty, she got jealous, angry, and asked her father to do something about it. So, he met with them and, well, put a curse on them. That every single day they would turn into swans. While still beautiful, they no longer had the ability to capture the hearts of men, just as his daughter is not able to, but instead possibly capture the crossbow arrows, just like what you're carrying right now. Only at night are they able to transform back into their normal selves for a little while. From dusk until dawn, they are human again, but are not allowed to leave this forest. The warlock sort of created a magical barrier, keeping the ladies from leaving this forest. If they do so, they'll die. During the day, while they can fly out, it's still dangerous, and they're too afraid to do so, for fear of being hunted down. They know swans are rare here, and people tend to enjoy hunting rare species to make as trophies. Sadly, one of the girls decided to fly out one day to try and see if she would be able to transform back into a human outside of the forest. However, on her way out, somebody shot her down. She didn't survive, and ever since then, the other swans are terrified to leave. You might have known who shot her. Who? You're right. At this point, it's somewhat irrelevant. How can the curse be broken? Well, there's only one way, and it's nearly impossible. See, the leader, she's a queen. She placed herself in front of the others, including my sister, and offered herself to be the only one changed, I guess, in order for the others to go free. Unfortunately, that didn't work out, and they still all transformed. However, in being willing to give herself up due to her pure heart and caring nature, she was given special powers, in a sense, to where she can rule the animals here and transform the most into a human. My sister and the others still sort of have feathers connected to their heads and their arms, but she looks the most like a human, as if there's nothing wrong. The only way that the curse can be broken is if somebody who is also pure of heart is able to meet her, fall in love, for her to love them, and for them to profess their love to the Queen. I don't know if it necessarily has to be somebody who is also royalty, but I guess it would make sense. All I know is it has to be someone pure of heart, and ever since I learned this, I've been trying desperately to figure out who would be willing to meet with a transforming swan. It sounds absolutely crazy to anybody who listens, so I haven't been able to tell anyone except for you. No, I'll never give up. That is my sister, and those are her friends. I'm not about to just let them go. I don't know how long this curse will last, and I don't know how long they'll survive. If somebody else comes into this forest and sees a large group of rare birds, there's bound to be a hunt, and it's bound to get bloody. Hopefully someone comes along, finds the Queen, falls in love with them, and then the curse can be broken. You're right. The sun is starting to go down. Look with me. Do you see how the swans are starting to swim towards the shore? Exactly. Do you see the tallest one? That's the Queen. Now just watch. It's going to look a little blurry since they're so far away. I promised that I wouldn't be too close while they changed, for fear that they'll hit me with their arms. It's a little funny, but still, I respect them. Just watch. What are you staring at them for? You're right. They are beautiful. My sister is right there. And that one right there, she's the Queen. Her name is Odette. She's so sweet. Kind of like another big sister to me. Yes, I'm the youngest. If you want, I can introduce you to them. Of course. However, I do suggest perhaps you leave the crossbow here. I'm sure nobody else is going to steal it, as we are the only outsiders. And I don't think that the Queen, my sister, and their friends would be very thrilled to have met somebody who, almost shot them. Just tuck them in the reeds, right there. It'll be fine. Now come with me. I'll introduce you to Odette, my sister Sarah. and the others. We can't stay for too long, for the warlock tends to come and visit every single night to make sure that all of the girls are accounted for. If one of them leaves, he hunts them down and makes the other girls suffer. You're right, it's terrible. All I can really do is hope that one day someone will come along, meet Odette, fall in love with her, and she will fall in love with them. And then, finally, the curse will be broken. Not only will the girls return home to their families, but my sister will come back to me as well. Enough of my rambling. Come with me. I'm to you, the Queen of Swan Lake.